Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Do I need a bell?
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Should I grab a bell? Should I grab a bell for the offering?
Hare Ram Hare Hare. Everyone together. Ram Ram Dasarath Nandana Ram Dasarath Nandana Ram Bolo. Ayodhyavasi Ram. Bolo. Ayodhyavasi Ram. Ram Ram Ram. Oh Ram Ram Ram. Dasarath Nandana Dasarath Nandana Ram Patita Bhavana Janaki Jeevana. Patita Bhavana Janaki Jeevana. Sita Mohana Ram Sita Mohana Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Thank you for all the wonderful kirtaniyas. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hey.
I haven't met many of you. I've been living here since January. My name is Brihat Mridanga Das. Hare Krishna. I'd like to get to know many of you. Myself and a few others moved from Gainesville. We lived there for a few years while we were learning about Krishna consciousness. And so now we've been sent here to try to expand this movement. So we're very grateful to be here. I'll leave the Lord Ram Katha to Rasa Vigraha Prabhu. I just wanted to say a quick word. I'm incredibly inspired by the diversity of this movement. That's one of the main things that attracted me here, was that this chanting is non-sectarian. It's for absolutely everyone. It's not for any one people. That was really what repelled me away from religion in the past, or spirituality in general, is that people would say this is the only way. And now being a part of this movement, I feel so joyful that I get to meet people from all over the world. Just here, there's people from all over. Puerto Rico, right, Mother Shama? Remind me, yeah, Central or South America, I can't remember exactly. And then we have people from all over India. We have myself from California, Ariana, Florida born. So it's really amazing. This is non-sectarian, it's for everyone. And one thing also I was thinking that Lord Chaitanya really emphasized, especially for the people who are born in Bharatvarsha, in India, is that it's the duty to spread this movement. And so I've been just recently doing more of the sharing part of Krishna consciousness, and it's the best thing in the entire world. We just went to Walmart down the street actually, and we were talking to people in the parking lot and sharing Bhagavad Gita, and it's just extraordinary to meet a stranger and hand them this transcendental knowledge. So I encourage you all, in whatever way you can, tell people about Bhagavad Gita, tell people about this amazing knowledge, and the happiness you get from that is unbelievable. So those are just a few words I wanted to say. It's a pleasure to introduce myself to all of you. I look forward to meeting many of you. And we will have Rasa Vigraha Prabhu give us a talk on Lord Ram, and then we will have an RT ceremony if we have time.
Yeah, if you have time.
If we have time at the end, and then we'll have some prasadam for everybody. So thank you all so much for coming. Jai Shri Ram!
Hare Krishna, everybody. Happy Sri Ram Navami. This is such a wonderful place. We actually think we are in India, and especially in a probably small village, in a small town, sitting in a wonderful setup. You know, Lord Ram is right there with Lakshman, Sita Devi, and Hanuman blessing us. So thank you all for coming today to celebrate the Sri Ram Navami with all of us. So it's a wonderful opportunity to utter the holy name of Ram. So before we starting the class, I would like to take the blessings of Lord Ram and Srila Prabhupada. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Utapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desadarine Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Nitinamine नामिने श्री वर्षभानवी देवी दैत्याय कृपाभये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञानदायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्वलपे मात्य श्री रूपानुगभक्तिदा गौर करुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमो नमः. Thank you all. So on the very auspicious day of Lord Sri Ram Navami, to know more about Ram, you need to ask his pure devotees. If you, for example, if you go and talk to me, how are you and what you do and how great you are, I will not be able to do my selfie, right? And even if I do, you will say it's not really true. But if you go and talk to my daughters, my family, right? It's not that they are my devotees. All I'm saying is, my family members, they will be able to say, by looking at them how they are behaving, we will know how Master is. So on this auspicious day, I want to talk about Ram, but at the same time, I want to introduce some of the devotees, pure devotees of Lord Ram. Probably you might not have heard, so that's why I choose this topic, so that we'll know little more than what we already know. Have any of you have heard about the place called Bhadrachalam? Probably one or two people who are from South India might know it. Okay, so whenever we go to a place, holy place, right, it is very important to go to the deities, pay our obeisances, but more than anything, it is important to know the Sthala Puran, the pastimes that happened in the particular holy place. That's when we can really attach ourselves to the holy dham and also to the lordships. If you just go take darshan and then come back, yes, we are blissful for that day, for that moment. But if you hear the katha that happened, what are the pastimes that Lord has done in that particular place, it will really help you to invite the vibes, good vibes, and also impress those deities into your heart. So it is always advised, whenever you go to a holy dham, try to hire a guide. Even though we spend some money, that's okay, but hire a pure devotee or somebody within the circle who can really touch the deeper part of the pastimes that happened in that particular holy dham. So the place that I'm talking about today is Bhadrachalam. Can we all say Bhadrachalam? Bhadrachalam. So if you divide that into two words, Bhadra, Achalam. We know Bhadra. We do have some devotees who have the name Bhadra, right? Even if you hear the word Bhadra, means it's so kind of protective for you. And Achalam means which doesn't move. So here we are talking about a mountain by name Bhadrachalam. People also call it as Bhadradri, Bhadrachalam. So it's in the South India, in Andhra Pradesh. Now it's Telangana. Probably from Hyderabad, if you know, it's like few hundred kilometers. There are different ways you can go to that location. Actually Bhadrachalam is on the banks of Godavari river. Godavari is one of the holy river. So right on the banks of Godavari, this Bhadradri, a beautiful mountain, is situated. But who is this Bhadradri? We know that in Vrindavan, what is the most famous mountain? Govardhan. So we know that Govardhan is a personality. So similarly, Bhadrachalam or Bhadradri, Bhadragiri is also a personality. But who is he? We all know Meru Parvata. Meru Parvat. So once Meru Parvatam and his family, his wife, really prayed to the Lord, please give me a pure devotee. For very, very long time they did tapasya. And they were blessed with Bhadradri. Bhadrachalam is the place, Bhadradri is the mountain name. And it's a personality, even though it's a he's a mountain, he's a personality, and by birth he is a very, very, very devoted personality, devoted to Lord Ram. From the very moment of his birth, he started chanting the holy name of Ram, and he is so attached. And on the instruction of his guru Narad Muni, we know Narad Muni have wonderful devotees. They go all over the world and spread the movement. So Narad Muni asked him to go to the Godavari and be situated there, and then do your tapasya. Just like rishis do go to forest and stand on one leg and do all for very hundreds of years. They do very austere tapasya. So like that, Bhadradri came to the banks of Godavari river, and he did for tapasya for many, many, many thousands and thousands of years. All three worlds were shaken. In fact, the Indra, who is taking care of the heaven, right? He got shaken. is this person really doing the tapasya to take over my position? Maybe that's what he's going to ask. Now, looking at his austere for a very decades of time, Mahavishnu, he was so pleased. He was so pleased, he came running to give darshan of Bhadradri. As soon as Bhadradri saw Lord Vishnu, he was so happy, and then he paid his obeisances. And Lord Vishnu, with a 400 palm, he asked, "What are you looking for? What do you want from me? I have seen you. I don't want anything else. That's all I'm looking for. But I have one request. I like this original. I like your form of 400 Vishnu, but I'm looking to see you in the form of Lord Ram." So, why this person have a connection? Why this mountain have a connection with Lord Ram? During Dwapar Yuga, when Sita Devi was abducted by Ravana, we know all that story. But before this incident happened, they were traveling all the way from north to the south, and then they were staying in this particular place near Bhadrachalam, around 30 kilometers from that place. It's called Parnashala, where they spent good amount of time. And this is the same location where Sita Devi got attracted to the deer, the golden deer, and then all the incident, we know that. But before that incident happened in that location, the Parnashala, even today when you go there, you can see wonderful kutiri set up. And in fact, the sari of Sita Devi, when you wash them and put them to dry it out, right, you can see the marks of that sari on a stone. With our eyes, if you see that, no, we don't really accept it. But that's why we need somebody who can guide and who can take us into the mood that you can understand and agree to this. So it is such a wonderful place. So during that travel, Lord Ram and Sita, they sat on a good sized rock, right? And the moment it was touched by Lord Ram, that rock, the personality within that rock has developed complete attachment to Lord Ram. And he prayed immediately, please stay with me. So Lord Ram at that time gave a boon. I will come and give my I will touch you at some point later. So it is the same rock. After that life, next life, through the prayers of their current father Meru, he became a Bhadradri and got situated in the Godavari river side on the bank. And now when we saw the Vishnu, he said, "I want Ram." And Vishnu got confused. Now, I want to give myself, and I came and you're asking me like this. Then he immediately has to change his position. He has to change himself and become Ram, right? Usually Vishnu with a 400 form, what will he have? Shankar, Chakra, Gada and Padma, right? He was with the 400 forms. Now, but he needs to get the actual weapon that usually Lord Ram has is bow and arrow. Then he immediately tried to arrange everything, and then where does Vishnu will hold the chakra? Which hand? Right hand, because that's when he leaves the chakra, it goes like this. But in this confusion, when all of a sudden the request came in, the manager get confused. So he has to change that Gada and Padma into bow and arrow. He did that, but by mistake, his chakra came into left hand and Shankh came into right hand. Now, if you go and see the deity today in Bhadrachalam, that's how it is. And when you come to Lord Vishnu, Lakshmi Devi resides in his heart. So he doesn't, even Lakshmi Devi is not there, it's okay. We can pay to obeisance to Vishnu because Lakshmi is in the heart. But when it comes to Ram, who came as a human, in the human form, even though he's Supreme Lord, he always had Sita. Then he had to invite Sita to come in. So invite Sita and then ask her to sit in his left lap. So the same deity today you can see Lord Ram, in a 400 form, but Shankha on the right hand, Chakra on the left hand, and then bow and arrow. But Lord Ram doesn't go by himself. Sita and Lakshman. So usually you can see that Lakshman is on which side? Right side of Ram. But in these deities, Lakshman will be on the left side of the Ram. Everybody is confused because of the sudden request. Now we can also see that all three of them are in front of their feet. One more personality is there, Hanuman. But in this story that I'm talking about, Hanuman is not in front of the Ram's feet. The reason being, when the pastime happened where Lord was sitting on the rock, at that time the Kishkinda Kanda, the Hanuman's meeting Ram did not happen. In that situation, when that rock has seen only Ram, Lakshman and Sita was there. So Hanuman is there in the temple today in the Bhadrachalam, but he will be sitting opposite and paying obeisance to him. So he is such a wonderful devotee, and his only request was, please sit on my head, I want to chant your holy name. He didn't ask, what else, I don't want anything, all I want is you sit on me. So Lord agreed, so he sit on his on his head, and then that's it. He sat for years and decades doing tapasya of Lord Ram. So there were no puja happening, there were no bhoga getting offered, nobody was even giving water to Lord Ram. There is no worship happening because it wasn't even, his interest was, I want Ram to be sitting on my head. So the whole Ram, Lakshman, Sita, everybody are on head. But the deity slowly, what happened, it became all the ants made a ant pile, and all the creepers, and completely covered. Now nobody knows that Lord is sitting there on that Bhadradri, or the mountain. But what happened, just near to that Bhadrachalam nearby town, there was another old lady called Tokala Dhammaka. So there was a woman by name Tokala Dhammaka. She was very old, and she's not, like a she doesn't know even a single mantra. All she loves is she prays to the Lord Ram. She doesn't even know how to offer anything to the Lord Ram. So into her dreams, Lord Ram came because she was praying, I want to serve Lord Ram. But she doesn't have any facility, she doesn't have any practice, and she doesn't know how to do it. But Lord Ram came into her dreams and said, me in the form of on the Bhadrachala mountain, I am sitting somewhere and it is completely covered, nobody is worshipping me, please come and find me and dig me out. It was in her dreams. Right, next morning when she woke up, and she still remembered the dream, and then she right away ran to the mountain in search of Lord Ram's deities. There is no GPS at that time. It was still in her memory. She searched for hours and hours. She couldn't find, because he is hiding inside the pit. So, but after some time she saw a wonderful light was coming from that location, and she went there, and when she saw from the top, she could see that Lord Ram is inside with all his family. And then she immediately got a lot of water from the Godavari and tried to pour and then clear it off, and completely cleared that place. But still she cannot do much. She's an old lady, she cannot build temple, she cannot do much. So all she did was, she took some sticks, like 4 sticks, and some dry leaves, and make a small hut and clean that place. And every day she will come from her place and offer her a fruit called tati. I don't know what the exact name of in English, but it's like a palm family based. And it is very hard for somebody to take out and eat, but that's all she had. She would come every day. And offer it, and then stay there for hours and hours, and then go back to her place. And one day she could not come, and he asked her daughter, can you go and serve this tati pallu to Lord Ram, and he will eat it. And she's very innocent, and she came and offered those fruits to the Ram. But Ram is not touching. He's a stone. Of course, he's a deity, but he could not come and really do anything. And this little girl, but she knows that her mom is going every day feeding the same fruits, and he is eating. Why is he's not coming? She started crying, and then Lord Ram became so touched, and he immediately came out. And the fruit, which is very hard to eat, very hard to eat, he tore it up and then ate it. And when she came back to her mother, Dammaka, the daughter said, "Where are did you offer the fruits?" "Yes, Lord Ram ate." "Are you serious?" "No, no, no, Lord Ram ate. You are lying." "No, you throw some back." "No, no, 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 you are lying." "No, Mama, Lord Ram ate by himself." And she went into tears. "I have been serving Ram for days and days and months. He never gave me darshan. You are so fortunate. You had the opportunity that Lord was eating and you were able to see it." Now the situation came, she became very, very old. Dhammaka became very, very old. Now she came to Ram and said, "Ram, I am old. I can leave any day. But I don't know how to take care of you. I don't know who else can take care of you." Just like, because she has developed a touch of family member with Ram. Just like, for example, if I become old, I always take care of my kids for future. I do some, every planning and make sure they are good for until they stand on their own feet. But here, Lord Ram is all by himself in a forest on a big hill. Nobody is there. And she started crying. But Ram didn't say anything at that time. But very same night, Lord Ram come to her in her dreams and says that, "Don't worry, there is another devotee just like you. He's already there. He's going to come and take care of me and build a wonderful temple for me." And she was so happy. So which leads to, so far we have seen so many personalities. We have seen the deities. We have seen Bhadradri. We have heard Narada. We heard the Meru mountain and also Dhammaka. Now the star of the story is going to enter. His name is Gopanna. Kancharla Gopanna. Can we say his name? Kancharla Gopanna. Kancharla Gopanna. So he was living, pretty close to that place. The name of the town is called Nelakondapalli. Nela means earth, Konda means hill, Palle means it's like a small town. Nelakondapalli. And he was a son to wonderful parents by name Linganna and Kamamba. Linganna and Kamamba. They didn't had kids for a very, very long time. Even they had to pray to Lord for years and years. And finally Lord has blessed them with this person, Kancharla Gopanna. And their parents, they are very, very interested to do Annadan. Do we know Annadan? Food. Serving food for everybody. So within the town, almost every day they would do Annadan. They would serve food for every one of them, right? And slowly the situation happened. Their parents have to leave, but at the same time, this Kancharla Gopanna got married to his wonderful wife Kamalamba. Can we say her name? Kamalamba. Sorry, Kamamba. Kamamba. Did we say that? I'm sorry. Kamamba is mother. Kamalamba is his wife. And his wife is also such a wonderful person. She also wants to support to continue to serve these Annadan or food distribution almost every day. Literally, they had a lot of money when the parents were there. But as you can keep taking money from your treasure every day. It's going to run away very soon. So he didn't had any major job. So, but his always idea is how to distribute prasadam to every one of them. And then situation came in, he didn't have any money, but his wife is also a wonderful devotee. He gave all the ornaments her parents gave as a gift, when the marriage happened. She gave all of them, and then they sell them and then continue to serve every one of them the food. And one time his wife's uncles, they work in under a king called Tanisha. At that time, this is the 16th century, 1620 to 1680. This is the period when this story happened. So there was a Muslim king called Tanisha, the current day of Hyderabad. You must have heard Hyderabad, right? So he was ruling that, and this place, Bhadrachalam and surrounding cities were also coming under his control. So the uncles of his wife's, there were two uncles, Akkanna, Madanna. So these two are like good ministers in his location, in the Hyderabad current Hyderabad location. So they came over to this particular place, and when they saw him, hey, you should be doing some kind of a, you cannot keep distributing. Yes, you can, but at the same time, you need to do some work for you to make some money. So I'm going to talk to my king, Tanisha, to see if we can find a position for you. So when they went back to Tanisha, they gave very good feedback about Kancharla Gopanna, and then said, you know, he's a wonderful person, and they took him, and then he was able to give Tanisha, the king, Muslim king, was very, very happy, and he knows that this person is very clever, and he gave him a position called Tahsildar. Tahsildar is like a head of few villages. So it's a very, very good position at that time. Everybody would respect it. So Kancharla Gopanna was doing a wonderful service to that community and then making a lot of improvements. One day he met this old woman, Dammakka, who you know, was serving Lord Ram on the Bhadragiri, and she said, you know, we all have wonderful places to live, but my Ram, she's saying, my Ram doesn't have even a single you know, perfect structure for him to reside, and he's living in a hut. Basically, whenever rain comes, I have to replace the whole thing. So and as we know that Kancharla Gopanna by birth was a very wonderful devotee, but he got attached to Lord Ram when he was small. There was one wonderful saint who came to their home, and not home, to that city, and did a Ramayana Sapta, Sampurna Ramayana. In olden days, we didn't have any. Even in my olden days, I can see for a week. There will be Harikatha that will be happening every night. That will be our entertainment. So one point of time, he heard the Sampurna Ramayana, and he became so attached to Ram, and he started you know, worshipping Ram from that point of time. And when the request came from this Dammakka, hey, can you build a temple for Ram? He said, yes, this is a wonderful, wonderful idea, and I am going to do it because I have the capacity to do it. But he needs a lot of money. So his wife, all the you know, other devotees went door to door, collected a lot of money. At that time, they collected 600,000 Varaha. Varaha is another you know, at that time the denomination, but they are like 600,000 gold coins. In today's world, it would be you know, a lot. And he was able to collect 600,000 Varahas, and then he wanted to build a temple. But he sent a request to his master to approve, hey, I need to build a temple. For a very, very long time, he didn't get any approval because there are some intermediary people who were trying to block this. But after waiting for a very long time, he met another devotee called Kabir Das. He's a Muslim, but he's a pure devotee of Lord Ram, always chants Lord Ram's name. So he gave Taraka mantra initiation to Kancharla Gopanna. And that time, Kancharla Gopanna became so happy that I got a diksha from a wonderful person, and he started dancing for, you know, very, very long time. And then, actually, he sang a song. Taraka mantramu koragadorikenu oranna. Taraka mantramu koragadorikenu oranna. Taraka mantram, Lord Ram's Taraka mantra. As soon as I asked, you know, Lord Ram gave it to me. He was so happy, and he decided, I want to go ahead and build a temple. And using that 600,000, he built an amazing, wonderful place for Lord Ram, and he made gold ornaments, so many gold ornaments for Ram, Sita, Lakshman, every one of them. So many you know, beautiful Pattu Vastra. Pattu Vastra is like it's weaved using a golden thread. The dresses for the deities are made out of gold. So he made wonderful dresses for Lord, and the deity worship was going so beautifully, and people, after looking at his devotion, they gave him the name Ramadas. He is the hero of the story. From Kancharla Gopanna, his name has been changed to Ramadas. And this continued, the deity worship and the beautiful you know, festivals, everything was going so fine. But there are whenever something good is happening, always there will be some bad element who wants to spoil this. So he went and you know, talked to their master, and then try to corrupt his mind. Hey, this person without your permission, and he's trying to do all this. And in fact, when I asked him, he said he doesn't care. It's my, I collected money, I can do anything. In fact, he didn't do it. And the king became very, very angry and asked his soldiers, go get that Ramadas tied in a shackle. So they got him, but Ramdas was, he knows that he did the right thing. And he came to his Tanisha and explained that, I wanted to do this because that's the most important thing. And in fact, for the argument's sake, he said, for your father, your lover, you built so many wonderful monuments or, memory places. For the Ram, who is the master of the entire world, why can't I do this? And in fact, you should be appreciating it because it is happening under in your control, and you will be getting so much name and fame for this. But he did not accept because he was already corrupted in his mind by some bad people. Then he said, you will be punished. You cannot even say, some of the punishments that they have given him. They put him in a jail, and they didn't give food for a long time. And the whip that we use, the one is very thin. In those days, it is made of jute. If you hit one time with that whip, the whole skin will come off. The blood will be bleeding. He has been in the jail with all these punishments for almost 12 years. But he didn't stop praying for the Ram. He's always thinking about Ram, and so many kirtans that he was able to sing during that time, they are still today, they are so famous. Those, if you go to talk to any Telugu people, I'm sure they will be able to tell at least one or two of them. And he doesn't have any way to get out of it because the security is so much, and he was almost like into 20 feet, 20-25 feet of stone that was made as a jail. I have seen that. When I went to Hyderabad, it's called Golconda. If you go there, the guide over there will definitely take you to the place where Ramadas was jailed, and you can still see some of the memories on the stones and what he did all that time. And he was praying so much to the Lord Ram, but Ram is not coming. Ram is not coming, and he wants to come. But Sita, mothers are always very passionate, very compassionate to their children. And Sita Devi asked Lord Ram, hey Ram, he's such a devotee to you. He built a temple for you, and he has been praying to you day in, day out. But you are not taking, you are not taking him out of this situation. Lord Ram said, I want to go there the very moment he was put in jail. I want to go take him out. But he has to pay price for the activity that he has done in his last life. He put one parrot in a cage for a very long time, and he is going through the same sufferings that particular parrot went through in the previous life. So he has to pay until all of those been corrected, nullified. Until that time, even I wanted, I cannot go. Even I wanted, I cannot go. So at that time, he made a request to Sita Devi in a form of a song, in a form of a kirtan. Nanu brova cheppave Sitamma talli, Nanu brova cheppave. Sitama, please tell your husband, please tell my master Rama, please to take care of this. So this was a request that he was doing, and then at the same time the conversation was happening between Sita Devi and Ram, and he explained why he cannot come out right at this moment. But the situation came where his previous sin activity that was done was kind of nullified, and then Lord Ram want to come. Then he explained, Sita Devi, I know Ramdas is calling me, but the very first person I would see is not Ramdas. I would be seeing his the king, Tanisha. Sita was asking, you must be very crazy. I know Ramdas is calling, but you are saying you will go Tanisha. Then he explained, Tanisha in his previous life, he was a devotee of Lord Shiva, and he took a vow that he will do Rudrabhishekam for a Shivalinga for 365 days. 365 days he will take Ganga water and do Abhishek, Rudrabhisheka, and renounce all the Rudras for 365 days. But what happened is, in his counting, he did only for 364 and he thought he's done. When he started this vow, he prayed to Lord that once I finish that, you should come in your original form and give you your darshan. But because he did for 364, even though he had a good intention, he did 364 days and Lord Shiva didn't come. Then he became very angry. He took the same vessel where he was getting the Ganga water and he broke the Lord Shivalinga. So because of that act he has done, he was cursed that for your next life you will take a birth in a religion or a family where they will not believe any of the Shastras or any of the Vedas. They will not believe. So that's why he became a Muslim. But at the same time, he said, Lord said, because you have done your worship for 364 days with your full heart, I will make my master Lord to appear for you in your next life. So that's why Lord Rama had to give darshan to Tanisha first. But Tanisha was sleeping, and in his dreams, Lord Ram with his brother came with the names of Ramoji and Lakshmoji. Ram became Ramoji, Lakshman became Lakshmoji. And then in his dreams, they woke up Tanisha. He woke up and he didn't ask anything. The moment he saw beautiful form of Lord Ram and Lakshman, he was so mesmerized. He was kind of speechless. And then Lord Ram and Lakshman, they gave 600 thousands of varahas or gold coins to them and says, no, we are the servants of Ramadas. We are here to pay all the money that he owe. That's why you are keeping him in prison. And, he's serving the prison at this point. So he gave 600,000 varahas and asked. In fact, Ram asked, "Can you give me a receipt? I need a receipt because I can go to the your gatekeepers of that prison. I can ask them to release." So in fact, he has to write in the dream. This is all happening in the dream, and then he gave a receipt, and then he woke up. All of a sudden, he woke up and he could see pile of wonderful, beautiful 600,000 coins. And when he took the coins, and those coins, they were not the coins in that particular age. They are from actually Lord Ram's age. When he showed to his ministries, they said, "This is not our, we are not, we don't have these in circulation at this point. So these are from Ram Treta Yuga time." Then he realized he has done the biggest blunder of his life, and he begged a pardon, and he came to Ramdas and then removed all the shackles and prayed to his feet and asked for forgiveness. And he said, "Why are you doing this? Your servants, Ramoji and Lakshmoji, came and gave me 600,000 gold coins. Seriously? I don't have any servants." Then he realized, Ram and Sita Devi, they have heard my prayers. They themselves came, and then they paid the loan, or not the loan, whatever, the 600,000 coins, and they are making me to believe. But he was surprised that actually he was very happy for Tanisha, because you were able to get the darshan, but I don't have the darshan of Lord Ram yet. He started crying. So Tanisha gave all those 600,000 coins, and in fact more ornaments, more everything that he wants. And then on a palki, palki means, right, pallaki. We carry Lord in a what do you call it? Right. So they gave, okay, Ramdas, we will drop you in your hometown, and then you can continue whatever the position that you were having before. And he went back, and with those additional gold coins, they made even more wonderful ornaments for Lord, and they expanded the events that would happen, all the festivals, especially on the day of Sri Ram Navami today in Bhadrachalam. They do marriage ceremony for Ram and Sita Devi, and every Sri Ram Navami on that particular day, a beautiful high quality pearls will be sent by Tanisha to offer. You know, during the, I don't know if you know, Indian marriages, they throw rice on bride and groom. If you know some of the marriages on the you know, in South, I'm sure.
We just had a marriage here also.
Oh yes. So similarly here they will offer a beautiful pearls to Lord, and the clothing also will come from the Tanisha's government. And even today, the government of the state will send wonderful pearls and dresses for the deities. This is happening even today, every year. So the situation and this Ramadas and Kamalamba, they had also have a wonderful son. I think his name is Raghuram. So they named his son also on the Ram's name. So there was when he was that particular kid was very small, right? And as I told, they always served annadan. They always served food to the people. And when you have to make hundreds and for at least 500 to 600 people, when you want to cook rice, and they don't have rice cookers like this. They cook on a big you know, whatever the container. Once the rice is cooked, they throw the water into the pit. And the amount of water they were throwing, it was almost like a big pond. And that day, it was a special day. They were serving for many people, and both Ramadas and his wife were so busy. And when his son was such a small kid, and the water in that pit was so hot because it's a rice, water waste, hot water waste from the rice. And this small kid, he fall into the that hot water, and nobody noticed. After a while, somebody saw it and brought him back, but they didn't inform Ramadas right after right at that moment, because he knows that if we say, he's going to interrupt all the annadan process. So once everything was done, everyone is was served the prasadam, then they showed, okay, this is your son. He was so baffled. Then he took the son. It was like a flush, because it was in hot water for a very long time. It was just like a flush. He carried his son who was dead and get up to the mountain, into the temple, and then he put his son into the temple room. He closed the door, came out, and then prayed to Ram. Ram, he is the tie that you have given to me, that I have been taking care. And if you think this is it, he is not going to have any more life, it's up to I will totally respect your decision. Please take him. But if you think he, at least if not me, my wife will be really in pain because she wants to spend more time. If you think that is a possibility, you take care of him. After some time, his son opened the door and came out saying, Nana means father. So this is the actual event that happened, because this is only 16th century. There is every record when all these situations when it happened. So there are records, and you can go to that place, you can see it. And coming to the ending of the story, so Ramadas became very, very old. Now he cannot even go up the hill to see the Lord and serve him. So the situation came, and he prayed to Lord, hey Rama, I'm really in an old age. I am not in a position to come and do. I want to serve, but my body is not supporting. So please come and take me. Please come and take me. Immediately, Vishnu Dutas in the Pushpaka Viman, they came and they want to take Ramadas not as a dead body, as is. If Ramadas is right here, he will be just getting into Pushpaka Viman and then going to Lord Ram Sabot. So they came and they asked him to come in. Then he was so happy, but he doesn't want to go alone. He called his wife. Hey, Kamalamba, do you want to come with me? I have a Lord Vishnu Dutas here. I'm going there to the Vaikunta. Do you want to come with? Do you want to also come with me? His wife was thinking, probably he's just joking. He's always keeps telling the same thing. Lord is here. They are here to come to take me. So she was thinking, it's a joke. You go ahead, I'll come. She didn't realize that. And then he got onto that Pushpaka Viman, and everybody in Bhadrachalam have been watching this wonderful moment when Ramadas was getting onto this on the Pushpaka Viman, and he made everyone to sing one of the kirtan. Sri Rama ni nama mento ruchira, O Rama ni nama mento ruchira, ento ruchi, ento ruchi, ento ruchira. Sri Rama ni nama me miruchira. The meaning of this is, Sri Ram, your name is so tasteful. It is tasteful. You taste any kajur or any wonderful preparations that are made, nothing can beat your name. So every moment, every situation that happened in his life, he will come up with a kirtan. And then looking at this and hearing all this voice, then his wife came running, and then it was too late. She cannot really get on board. She didn't get a ticket. She was late. And then she ran with his son from her house all the way to the hill, and then prayed to Lord Ram, I am always serving you with my husband. I never left him. I always want to be with him. Why don't you take me? Then Lord Ram calms her down and said, you and your son have to serve for some more time, and then I will definitely take you back. Don't worry. Then she also had a wonderful Tulsi one. She was doing doing malas for Tulsi malas for Lord Ram every day and serving. When situation comes, when she also ends her life at some point. But his son, also a wonderful devotee, continued the legacy that his parents have set him, and then he served to the fullest extent. So that is the story of Ramadas. Before ending the katha today, thank you all for listening. I would like to sing one kirtan which is very famous. E tirugananu daya chusedavo vinavam sotama Rama natarama bhava sagaramidanu nalinadale kshana Rama. E tirugananu daya chusedavo vinavam sotama Rama natarama bhava sagaramidanu nalinadale kshana Rama. Shri Raghunandana Sitaramana Shrita Jana Poshaka Rama Karunyalaya Bhaktavaradhaninu Kannadikanu Purama. Krura karmamulu neraka chesiti నేరములెంచకు రామా దారిద్ర్యము పరిహారము సేయవే దైవ శిఖామణి రామా. క్రూర కర్మములు నేరక చేసితి నేరములెంచకు రామా దారిద్ర్యము పరిహారము సేయవే దైవ శిఖామణి రామా. వాసవనుత రామదాస పోషక వందనమయోధ్య రామా దాశార్చిత మాకభయము సంగవే దాశరథి రఘురామా. దాశార్చిత మాకభయము సంగవే దాశరథి రఘురామా. ఏ తిరుగనను దయచూసెదవో వినవంశోత్తమ రామా నాతరమా భవ సాగరమీదను నలినదలే క్షణ రామా. Thank you all for hearing this Ram Katha and these devotees. So with this blessing, I'm going to pray to Lord Ram. Bless every one of us here, and then give your prema bhakti so that we can serve you. And wonderful devotees, Mataji, wonderful deities. So they're so beautiful. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Wonderful class, and thank you all for coming out to this program. So we'll have next program is Arati, and then followed by Prasadam. Food to go boxes are ready, and we all can eat here if you're in the family, spread out somehow safety, or if you want to take it home, you can also take it home. Right? Okay? Why is Dr. Jeremiah here? No, we don't know. Is he here somewhere? We don't know. Yeah. Here, please set the microphone somewhere close by there, so stand up. You can stand up and watch the Arati.
Ragupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Sitaram Jaya 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 Lakshman Hanuman Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Lakshman Hanuman Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Ragupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram Sitaram Jaya Sitaram 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 सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम सीताराम जय राजा राम सीताराम जय राजा सीताराम जय राजा राम सीताराम जय राजा सीताराम 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 जय जय सीताराम जय जय सीताराम 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 रघुपति राघव राम पावन रघुपति राघव राम पतित पावन रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम बोलो everyone louder बोलो 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 रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव दशरथ नंदन राम दशरथ नंदन राम दशरथ नंदन राम दशरथ नंदन राम दशरथ नंदन
यहाँ से बहुत सारा सीनरी आ रहा है आप चले जाएंगे मैं लाइव कर रहा हूँ ये सब सीनरी आ रहा है नाइस कलर है तो इसलिए मैं और कपड़ा फूल आ रहा
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Keshavareta Rama Shareya Jai Jagaresha Hare Jai Jagaresha Hare Jaya Jagaresha Hare Jai Shri Ram Keshavareta Rama Shareya Jai Jagaresha Hare Jai Jagaresha Hare Jai Jagaresha Oh, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai 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 Ram. Jaya Nrsimha Dev, Nrsimha Dev, Nrsimha Dev, Jaya Nrsimha Dev. Nitai Gauranath Raj, Nitai Gauranath Raj, Gauranath Raj, Nitai Gauranath Raj. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Prabhupada ki Go Brahmananda. Jam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Vadivakta Acharya Shada Shada Shishimad Isvangri Sabhaichana Bhakti Vidhanta Swami Shri Prabhupada ki Jam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Vadivakta Acharya Shada Shada Shishimad Isvangri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Shri Prabhupada ki Namacharya Shri Das Thakur ki Anandika Nivaishnavrinda ki Prem Se Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shyam Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki Brajabhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham ke Mayapur Navadip Dham ke Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ke Ayodhya Dham ke Shri Ganga Maya Jamuna Maya Devi ke Tulsi Maharani Bhakti Devi ke Vrinda Maharani ke Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yajna ke Shri Prabhupada Translated Book Shri Rushin ke Brihat Mridanga ke The glorious affairs of Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ke Shri Ram Navami Mahamotsav ke Shri Prabhupada ke Our beloved, beautiful Lordship Shri Nitai Gauranath Raj ki Shri Prabhupada ki Go Pramanande All glories to the Sama devotees Hare Krishna All glories to the Sama devotees Hare Krishna Glories to the Sama devotees Hare Krishna All glories to the Shri Guru and Shri Guru.
Happy Ram Navami to everyone.